Part 9. Scaling the model from one city to a continental network. Welcome back. We have laid out the blueprint for Africa's first pilot city. Now it is time to expand the vision. One city is a start, but the real transformation happens when we create a network, an interconnected system of smart technocratic cities across Africa. My name is Abebe Nagash. I'm an engineer and I live in the United States. Why scale? Africa is not a single country. It is a continent of over 50 nations, each with unique challenges and strengths. A single pilot city can prove what's possible, but to reshape governance and economic independence, we must replicate and adapt this model across regions. Imagine a future where every African region has at least one self-sufficient, technologically advanced city. These cities are not isolated. They are interconnected hubs of innovation, trade, and governance. They communicate, collaborate, and support each other, creating an African ecosystem that no longer depends on external forces. This is the next step, a continental shift towards a networked Africa. Step 1. Identifying strategic expansion zones. The first city is a prototype, but where do we expand it next? Economic zones. Areas with natural resources or industries that can benefit from a smart city approach. Conflict zones. Places in need of stability where a well-governed city can act as a refuge and a foundation for peace. High potential areas. Regions with strong local leadership, an educated workforce, and access to infrastructure. Each new city is not just another project. It is a strategic node in a growing network. Step 2. Stabilization and adaptability. To scale, we need both consistency and flexibility. Core governance model. Every city operates under the technocratic system, expert-led decision-making, data-driven policies, and transparent AI oversight. Customizable features. Each city adapts to its local environment, whether it's agriculture in East Africa, tech in West Africa, or trade hubs in the north and south. Unified digital infrastructure. A single AI-powered platform connects all cities, sharing best practices, financial data, and governance reports in real time. This balance ensures that while each city is unique, the principle remains the same. Step 3. Building the interconnectivity. A fragmented Africa is a weak Africa. A connected Africa is unstoppable. No way. Smart transport networks, high-speed rail, electric buses, and drone cargo delivers connecting cities efficiently. Energy sharing, a continental grid that allows energy-rich regions to supply others. Solar in the Sahara, hydro in Central Africa, wind in the Cape. Unified trade system, a digital currency or barter system that reduces reliance on foreign reserves and facilitates seamless transactions. Every new city strengthens the network, creating a self-sustaining African system. Step 4. Expanding the knowledge economy. These cities are not just about infrastructure. They are about people, skills, and innovation. Universal partnership. Each city houses an institution that collaborates with global universities to bring in new knowledge while exporting African expertise. Research and development centers focused on AI, agriculture, health, and renewable energy, producing solutions for African challenges. Talent exchange programs, allowing African professionals from the diaspora to return, work, and contribute directly without political or bureaucratic barriers. This creates a continental brain trust where Africa generates and applies its own solutions. Step 5. Political neutrality and governance stability. One major risk in Africa is political interference. Governments trying to control what works instead of letting it flourish. Cities operate independently from traditional government structures. Governance is based on measurable success, not election or party loyalty. Each city has a direct governance to governance relationship with its neighbors bypassing corrupt intermediaries. This removes power from failed politicians and returns it to technocrats, engineers, doctors, and problem solvers. Step 6. Economic self-sufficiency. No more begging for aid. For Africa to be independent, cities must generate wealth internally. Intra-African trade. Cities exchange goods, services, and technology without reliance on Europe, China, or the US. Production over consumption. Each city prioritizes making its own food, medicine, and technology, ending dependency on imports. Diaspora investment. Instead of sending remittances that disappear, the African diaspora directly funds infrastructure, education, and industries they can own shares in it. Africa has the resources. Believe me, it is time to manage them properly and keep the wealth within. Step 7. Security and conflict prevention. A network of well-run cities means fewer failed states, fewer conflicts, and less foreign interference. Digital governance. AI monitors corruption, financial mismanagement, and political instability in real time. Neutral security forces. Cities create joint peacekeeping units independent of national armies to maintain order and stability. Citizen engagement. Residents actively participate in problem solving through transparent platforms, reducing unrest and increasing accountability. This is proactive conflict prevention, eliminating the conditions that allow warlords and foreign interests to manipulate Africa. The big picture here: a united Africa without borders. What happens when multiple cities like this exist? Borders become irrelevant. Movement is seamless, and opportunities are open to all. Corrupt government collapse because people choose to live in well-run cities instead. African industries thrive because they no longer have to compete with cheap imports or unfair trade deals. We are not just creating cities, folks. We are creating a new Africa. So this is the final call again. Engineers, urban planners, and tech leaders, can you design the cities? Doctors and scientists, are you ready to build a real African healthcare system? Economists and investors, are you prepared to create financial independence? The plan is clear. The only question is, who will set up to build the future? In part 10, we'll discuss the resistance to this vision. Who benefits from Africa staying weak, and how we overcome them? Stay tuned. The real fight begins now. Thank you.